So the Marvel Avengers game is going to be released in September 4th, 2020. And they released a lot of content for it, obviously. A lot of gameplay trailers, a lot of cinematic trailers. And my initial thoughts of it off the rip are, I'm not too sure whether or not I'm going to buy the game straight away. I think I might just let everybody else experiment for me, and then I'll buy it, depending on how good it is, if it is good or not, and then we'll see. The main developer for the Marvel Avengers game is Square Enix, and obviously Square Enix is a very popular games development company. They've made games from Kingdom Hearts 3 and other Kingdom Hearts as well, to Sleeping Dogs and the recent Tomb Raider games. They've also made some bad games as well, such as Thief, Murdered Suspect, and The Quiet Man. You may not have heard of those because, well, they were bad. But regardless, they do have a very deep history in gaming, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this game, especially since I don't think they've had much experience creating this type of game as well. So, I mean, the closest related game to this kind of game is Kingdom Hearts 3, and that was really good, so we'll see. They also have some other developers working on the game as well, such as Crystal Dynamics and Eidos Montreal. Now, Crystal Dynamics is a subsidiary to Square Enix, so they've helped with some of their other games, and Eidos Montreal is owned by Square Enix as well, so again, they've helped with some of their other games. Now, the Marvel Avengers game was delayed from May 15th of this year till September 4th of this year. And there is a quote from Crystal Dynamics that says, "We are committed to delivering an original story-driven campaign, engaging co-op, and compelling content for years to come. To do that, we will spend this additional development time focusing on fine-tuning and polishing the game to the high ends our fans expect and deserve." So basically, there's some probably some bugs in the game that they need to fix, and that's so cool. I mean, obviously, if the game was to have been released on May 15th and there was a bunch of bugs in the game, then obviously nobody would have been happy, and nobody really wants that at the end of the day. So again, that's fine. So initially, with the gameplay trailer that they showed, one of the first ones, I was like, the gameplay looks a bit basic. Some of the combat looked a bit basic, and I was a little bit worried, and I think a lot of people were as well. But they've shown a lot of gameplay trailers recently over the past month, and some of it looks really good. So my concerns initially have calmed down a bit. I don't like the fact that Kamala Khan is being introduced to the audience, because nobody really knows who she is. Yes, she is an official Marvel hero, but nobody really knows her, and she's the main character for this. I don't really understand where they were going with that. Some of the hero designs look a bit weird as well. I really don't like Iron Man's design. It looks terrible. You'd think that they were gonna go with the movie hero designs, or at least close to it, but they really haven't, and I understand why, because when it comes down to the design part of it, you have a design department, and some of them want to put their own input into how a character is supposed to look, or how they want a character to look. So I understand why they look a bit weird and why they look different. Maybe the reason why they look weird to me and to other people as well is probably due to the fact that we've been used to these Marvel characters for the past 10 years. And so seeing them look a bit different is a bit weird to our eyes, maybe. Some of the hero combinations looked a bit cool. You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what other combinations are in the game when you unlock some of this stuff as well. I have a concern when it comes to repetitiveness. Will it be replayable after a while? Will it get a little bit boring too quickly? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell these things through the gameplay trailer, but I just have these concerns because I'm not too sure the game will be entertaining enough outside of the fact that these are, you know, classic heroes. Some of the game modes look really cool. Some of them look kind of meh, but you know, again, we'll see what that's like when it comes out. Overall, my opinion overall on the gameplay trailers that they've shown so far is that, again, as I said in the beginning, I'm not going to buy this game at the gate because I'm just not convinced yet if the game's going to be good. I think there's going to be some good parts in it, but I cannot imagine that the game's going to blow my mind away if I was to buy it on release day. So I'm just not convinced yet. At the end of the day, it's Marvel's Avengers, right? So we're going to have fun to some extent. And even if the game isn't great, we're still going to enjoy playing with our favorite heroes that we've watched over the past decade plus really. Even if it's just for a couple hours before we get bored. So yeah, thank you for watching, people, and I'll see you later.